Most of you that have been subscribed to my channel for a while will likely know that I'm a pretty busy guy. Juggling 3 kids, a full-time job, and a cranky wife, all while trying to make YouTube videos is no easy task. So when I sit down in my closet to actually play Black Ops 3 for gameplay footage, I tend to play for quite a few hours at a time. And this is mostly because I may not get another chance to play for a week or more. So at the end of my sessions, I normally like to unwind with some free-for-all. I hold about a 1.8 KD ratio in that game mode, and I usually win most games I play. Well, that's when I'm not going for challenges, that is. And just my luck, the other day I happened to run into one of the best unknown free-for-all players of all time. Or so he says. So I joined a game on the map Metro. I was doing fairly well, going about 11-2. And that's when I ran into him. His name was Manic Depressive. So this was the first death I experienced by him. I hadn't even saw his name until then. As it turns out, we were both on the in-game chat. And he was going on and on about how he joined late and how he's going to dominate the lobby. This guy was non-stop chatter. So I was listening, but I paid no attention to him at this point. He wasn't even winning yet, let alone beating me. That is, until the game decided to pull some Mickey Mouse bull squash on me. For instance, first I get shot in the back, which is to be expected in free-for-all, but then I'm instantly spawn killed. Still raging from that, I take a few steps and I'm killed again instantly before I can even react. And look who it is, Manic Depressive. At this point, he's now ahead of me, and his trash talking increased tenfold. So I slowed down my gameplay and played a bit more cautious, but I noticed he kept finding me and killing me in strange ways. For example, watch here. I die and then I respawn. I take a few steps and walk through this door, only to be instantly gunned down by him. He knew I was coming somehow. Before I could even draw my gun up, he was spraying the piss out of me. But how was that possible? I had dead silence on, even though my gun is unsilenced, I hadn't even shot it yet, and I didn't boost to make me show up on the radar. But yet he was reacting like he knew I was coming. Now I'm not saying he didn't have skill, because he did. Watch here as I tag him with my vision pulse, pre-aim him, fire first, hit him first, but he still kills me. I'll admit that had me impressed. So anyway, fast forward to the end of the match and I lose. To him. And this is where he starts to brag like crazy. He's chucking out insults left and right, insulting the entire lobby, but mainly me. So I stick around for a rematch. I don't know if I let him get to me or what, but I played horrific. But it wasn't just my bad play. Anytime I spawned near him, he instantly knew where I was. Such as here. I respawn, take a few steps, and there he is. Spraying me before I can even react. And then he started to toy with me. He'd camp his dick off in corners and kill me as I ran by. Repeatedly. So finally, I got mad and I left. So how exactly was he doing this? Was he cheating? There's no way, right? You can't really hack on the PS4. So I decided to scope out his stats. Much to my amazement, he had a mother-trucking 4.32 KD ratio. Not only this, he had a 54.43 win-loss ratio and a 502 score per minute. So of course, at this point, I was thinking either this guy hacked his account or he's the greatest player in the world. I investigated his profile a bit more. Of no surprise, he used what many consider to be the best gun in the game, the VMP, the most, with over 82,000 kills. And that's what he used against me both games we played. For specialists, he preferred Seraph's combat focus. For score streaks, he called in the Wraith more than I've personally ever seen anyone call in before. 3,595 for nearly 10,000 kills. Upon looking at his equipment kills, it was clear that he hadn't used much at all. 13 kills in over 20 days played with equipment. If you're not impressed yet, hold on to your butts, because this is where I nearly keeled over. I went to his game modes played, and he's played nothing but free-for-all. Not even one single match of anything else. No TDM, no domination, no kill confirmed, nothing. 5,878 games of free-for-all, with only 108 losses. So at this point, I'm blown away. How is it possible that he's got such amazing stats and had the mentality to never, not even once, play a single game mode other than free-for-all? The fact that he knew almost every spawn on both maps I played him now made perfect sense. He's probably memorized every spawn. It's no wonder he knew what doors I'd be coming through or where to pre-fire after I spawned. With nearly 6,000 games under his belt, he was a bona fide master of free-for-all. Now I was still raging pretty hard of his campy playstyle and his spawn killings. Not to mention, he was a festering taint while we were playing, insulting me at every chance he had. Unfortunately, sometimes my Elgato doesn't record in-game chat, so I can't play what he was saying to me during the games. But eventually, he started to brag about his real-life status. He told me that I was still a nerd that lived with my parents in their basement, that I'd never get married or have kids, or that I'd never make any money in real life. He then told me that he married some smoking hot girl, that he works real estate, and he's made millions of dollars. No joke, millions. He also says he races some kind of bike semi-professionally, and he was some sort of mixed martial arts master. So at this point, I had to slap myself on the forehead. This guy sounds like every woman's wet dream. Then he tried to insult me for playing Black Ops 3 so much, despite me having played the game for 13 days and him having played over 21 days. So naturally, we got into a bit of a voice message fight. Halfway through the messages, he goes apeshit on me and starts preaching about God. I'm not sure why he did this. To be honest, I think he Googled my name midway through and he saw that I was a legitimate YouTuber, and then he tried to play it off like he was kidding with me with almost everything he said. I figured some of you would enjoy hearing the ramblings of this multi-millionaire professional dirt bike racing black belt. I'll only play his messages as my kids and wife were asleep, so most of my messages were almost whispers. And actually, my wife woke up and yelled at me for being too loud. So you'll see me start sending text to him instead of voice messages.
Good, you better study it. And you lying anyways, you're playing team deathmatch because you need a team to carry your ass. Yeah, you just missed me. You're late. I had tons of gameplay uploaded off and on for the last year. I went back and deleted them all. Brought my YouTube back to what I originally created for, just stunting sport bikes, because Call of Duty's just cancer. I just come on here to stomp you guys and hear you whine. You're probably jealous, man. Let me get this straight. You probably don't even have a girlfriend. You probably still live with your mom. You're just successful at a real estate investor like myself, driving around a $100,000 car, and I could hop on Call of Duty and destroy nerds that sit at home and play this all day. I just beat K-Wiz, K-I-W-I-S. He has 226,000 subscribers. He put me on his YouTube a few hours ago. Red space K-I-W-I-S. And he was cool about it, though. He just said I palm stomped him. He's a pretty good YouTuber. I've been married for 8 years. I am a mixed martial artist. That is correct. I do competitive shooting. And yes, I'm a real estate investor. I don't know what else you put in there. I've never been a level over 800, man. I wish. This shit takes forever to level up. Hey, these people like you are trolls, man. They're just jealous. You know what I mean? You guys are just jealous. You know, and it's fine. It's fine. You know, I like to mentor people like you, let you guys find the Holy Spirit, find Jesus, and live an amazing life like I am. If not, you'll be miserable. Never once did I get mad when I raced dirt bikes and someone won and accuse them of cheating, using steroids or whatever. You know what I mean? Only losers, small-minded people think like that. Small-minded people that'll never accomplish anything in life will have a heck of a time making it to heaven. Remember that. You ain't got no YouTube channel you make no money off of, man. Get the hell out of here. You gotta be sponsored up. Do some gambling shit like T. Martin. I dropped out of college my first day and my net worth's probably worth more than 3 generations of your family combined. And I'm not being boastful or nothing. It's just you're being an ass, so I'm just gonna kill you with the truth. I'm a very humble person in real life, but on here, you gotta have thick skin. I'm not sensitive, so I just tell the truth. But thanks to Jesus, I've acquired this net worth, and I donate a lot. My wife's from Colombia and primarily to orphanages down there. I love to take care of the children. You can't go wrong. No matter what religion, you can't go wrong taking care of God's children. And God's gonna punish this country with all the abortions and all the homosexuality going on, but that's another story. Yeah, I play Battlefield 4 a lot. I used to upload that too on the channel. Me and my friends play Battlefield 4. Anytime my friends are on, they don't even touch. Well, they're older. I'm 31 years old. A lot of them, actually one of them's in his 40s. He's a real estate investor too, and they won't touch Call of Duty because they say it's crap. So I got tired of carrying people in TDMs and search and destroy. I started out in TDM in this game 3-4 years ago on Modern Warfare 2. And I got tired of carrying teams, man. So I found free for all. So yeah, I'm not going to carry teams. Fuck them. Good team-based game, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 1's coming out. It's going to be amazing. They have a team deathmatch mode where there's no vehicles or anything. And I'm a competitive shooter. I shoot guns in real life. Ammo's not that cheap. You know, it's a pain in the ass going to range, this, that, and the other. So I love playing first-person shooters, man. It's awesome. My wife's a registered nurse, so she works long hours, and it's hot and humid, and it like rains every day, so I don't ride my sport bike that much right now here in Florida. I don't know where you're from. So, yeah, I don't watch TV and stuff. I play this shit 2-3 hours a day, and I fucking love it. Hey, beats going to the bar and stuff, you know?
So that's the story of how I met the most awe-inspiringly brilliant free-for-all player in all of Call of Duty. And hell, given his resume of real-life accomplishments, he may just be the most fascinating man in the entire world.